Celeste Mumford here from Lexi, where I create holistic handmade products for hair, face, and body. Thank you for watching my YouTube channel. Yesterday I put together raw milk. I put it in a sieve with a coffee filter, and I had some bananas. And what I was going to do was make 4 different probiotic or fermented foods from the raw milk. Let's see if you can see that. Raw milk, kefir, and bananas. My bananas are sitting in ionized acid water. With my fantastic Life Ionizer, I can clean just about everything just with strong acid water. So the purpose that it's sitting in the water is because I'm going to use the skins as part of one of my recipes I'm going to create. Okay, so let's get started. I'm going to see if I can put this here. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so yesterday, let's see. Yesterday what I did was put some raw goat milk kefir in a coffee filter. So you see, it's almost how I want it, but I'm going to let this sit a little longer. But what I wanted to show you was the whey. So little Miss Muffet was onto something when she was sitting on her tuffet eating her curds and whey. So curds will be the yogurt part or the thickened part, and whey will be the liquid from it. Many people consider whey liquid gold. So this is what we did yesterday. I'm going to put this aside. And what we're going to do is ferment bananas. Yes. So I'm going to take my bananas out. I'm going to sit them on the paper towels. I'm going to dry them off a bit. I'm not going to worry too much about the skins because I'm going to dry those and I'm going to put them in the freezer with my other banana skins. I need to get enough to show you the next thing that I'm going to make from bananas. So I'm going to peel these quickly. I don't know if you can see this or not, but let's peel these quickly with clean banana skins. Right, I'm gonna, and like I said, typically I would want these a little more firm or a little less ripe, but I've been planning to make this video for a very long time, and unfortunately my bananas just sat there. So there are my bananas. I'm going to take the skins and I'm going to put the skins in this plastic bag. Okay, and I'm going to set it aside and put it back in the freezer. So banana skins, all cleansed by, I'm sitting 15 minutes in ionized acid water, so that cleanses it. Okay, so I'm going to put that aside and I'm going to move my water. Okay, so here are my bananas. Whoa, my bananas are all unpeeled, or peeled, sorry for that. All right, so in this bowl I have some local raw wildflower honey, which I'm going to use. And here is another one of my secret weapons. This is ionized alkaline water. So I'm just going to kind of fill this up somewhat with the water. Put this aside, and I'm going to stir it up a bit because I want the, I put the honey in the microwave for a few minutes. I don't like the microwave too much, but I was in a hurry. So, and that's just to melt it. And in one swoop, I'm going to cut all of these bananas, right? So just cut them however you know, a nice size will do. And fermenting is really easy. I love it. There's so many creative things that you can do with fermented foods. I just want to come back here just to see what we're saying. Oh, good. So that's in a good spot. So my bananas are cut. I'm going to set them aside. Like I said, I'm going to keep the raw milk kefir. I might put it in a cheesecloth because I want it to be much more dry than it is now. So if you look, a lot of the liquid is out, but it's not as dry as I would like it to be. So I'm going to let that continue to dry out. I'm going to set that aside. But the big thing is the whey, the liquid gold. So to this, I'm going to put maybe, I don't know, 3 tablespoons. Now the whey in this case, because it is fermented from the kefir, the whey acts as the fermenting agent along with raw honey. You can also ferment raw honey just by putting some water in it, closing it, and letting it sit for 3 months, which I'm working on that project now. So I have ionized alkaline water. I have a couple teaspoons of local raw honey. And I have whey made out of the raw milk kefir. Right, so put that in there. I'm going to put in my bananas. Now, I'm going to transfer this into a bigger bowl because this bowl is not going to be big enough. As the bananas ferment, they get a little softer, they rise, so this bowl is not going to be big enough. But this is what I have. I'm going to cover these with plastic wrap and a rubber band around it. And I'm going to let this sit for about 5 to 7 days. You'll smell the bananas. It will smell a little bit like wine maybe. It'll smell very sweet. So here's my recipe. The first thing, I'm going to step away. So here's my first recipe that I am making from the raw milk kefir and the bananas. So I'm just going to cover this up. But like I said, I am going to change the container just because this really is not big enough. Okay, now, many people buy whey protein. You buy the powder, but this is just raw whey protein. It comes right from the kefir. It's separated. It doesn't have any preservatives. It doesn't have any fillers. It's just 100% raw whole milk, well, whey made from whole milk. So this, I can do a couple things. I can just drink it. I can add it to my smoothie in the morning. I can add it to a recipe. I can also use it for other fermentation like I did for the bananas. So there are many things that you can use it with. What I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start a sourdough starter with this whey so that I can make homemade sourdough bread. So that's it. Here are my bananas. I'm going to set them aside for 5 to 7 days, and I'll come back and I'll show you what the fermented bananas are like. Okay? Thank you for watching. I'm Celeste Mumford, Creative Director and CEO of Lexi LLC. You can find our holistic handmade products that include lots of probiotics and fermented foods and kombucha and kefir and homemade live yogurts at jlexillc.com. Once again, that's jlexillc.com. Thank you for watching. This is part 2 of a 4 or 5-part series on fermenting foods with raw milk kefir and bananas. Thank you for watching. God bless.